Hello, hello, hello. This is Rocky Jordan for Rocky's Rants, episode 12. And I am using my dual camera feature for the first time with my waterproof phone, which is incredible. And yeah, I thought I'd give you guys something else to look at besides just me while I'm doing my my thing. But yeah, lived in San Diego my whole life, lived a couple other places, but absolutely nothing beats this. I freaking love being in the ocean and everything. So yeah, enough about that. Enough about me bragging about where I am right now. But oh shit, big wave, big wave, big wave. And oh, almost got me. So yeah, I wanted to talk about Killer Instinct because I did my last video. It was a response to English Dragon and my opinions on, you know, there's some people like Combo, some people aren't too thrilled with how he looks, and they think that they could have done a better job. And there's me that he looks cool, but I'm kind of just indifferent to it. It's just like, I've never been a huge Combo fan, so I'm not really that disappointed. But yeah, a lot of people were talking about like, oh, where's his eye patch and all this other stuff. So I thought I'd bring up the fact that this game, for the most part, I don't know if most people know this, but the game is actually a reboot to Killer Instinct 2, which is why people are like, oh, why isn't it called Killer Instinct 3? Well, because it's not technically Killer Instinct 3. It's more like Killer Instinct 2, because there was a lot of stuff that they messed up with Killer Instinct 2. You know, there was some cool mechanics and everything and some cool characters, but they really messed up the storyline, and it just doesn't work for games nowadays. You know, the whole 90s... Oh, it got wet. Crap. The whole 90s thing where they, you know, go back in time and everything's fixed and all that. Which, I mean, they did with X-Men, which is fine, but... Yeah. So with the storylines, just as quickly as I can, because I can only record 10 minutes on this video. So through each character... I'll kind of explain it real quick. So Jago, they're acting like, okay, it's a sequel to the first game, but instead of, you know, the events of the second game is that he defeats Gargos. I don't know how they're doing that. I think that it's just a reboot, like in this sense that you've never met Gargos apparently. So him being possessed by him is just like this tiger spirit. You don't actually know what Gargos looks like yet, which means that opens up the potential for a whole new redesign. And unfortunately, I don't think we're going to see Idol again, because if it is indeed a reboot to 2, that means that it's sequel to the first one. So Idol did die, so Gargos is the next villain. And it's kind of like Gargos. I think Gargos is going to be a season 3 villain because he's just... I think they're going to build off the story like that. And, you know, season 2 is just going to be the Ultra Tech chick that we don't know what she looks like yet, Arya. So, yeah. Next character, let's see. Orchid, same thing. Second one, you know, the second one, she went back in time. This is basically, if I'm not mistaken, it's she was like disgraced from her unit or something, so she's like going rogue, and she's obsessed with getting Ultra Tech. So that's, you know, again, that wasn't the case in Killer Instinct 2, I don't think, but yeah, they're going that route with her. And let's see. Who's the next character? We got, holy crap. I'm getting wet here. Who's the next character? Thunder, they're bringing back. He's, you know, he wasn't in 2, so it's just a continuation of 1. He's still looking for his brother. Let's see. Why can't I think of the characters right now? Sadira is a brand new character, but they're acting as if, oh, she saw the first tournament with Idol, and she's just been kind of hidden, so now she revealed herself. So she would have been in Killer Instinct 2 if Double Helix had designed her or whatever. Jago, Orchid, Zadira, Thunder, Saberwolf is the same thing. Like, I'm not sure how they're gonna use him, but I'm kind of confused with him a little bit because they said he tore off his cybernetic arms. So that happened in 2. So I think they're taking some things from 2 and some things that, like, some stories they like, some they don't. So in between 1 and this one, which I'm gonna call this Killer Instinct 2, in between those 2 games, Ultratech got a hold of Saberwolf and gave him cybernetic arms. So that did happen from the second game, but yeah, it gets super fucking confusing with each character. And I don't know how Tusk, Kimwu, or Maya are going to be introduced because they're from the past. So they have to since they're not going with the whole time travel thing, they have to figure out a new way of introducing those characters as if they're brand new. Let's see. The storyline for Combo is, okay, the first game, you just see everyone's cheering him on. He won the tournament and everything. This one, okay, a lot like the second game, only he's not in the past. He's basically disgraced. Everyone found out he had implants and everything, and he's a liar. And it's a story of redemption. And he never killed, he either never killed Riptor or he did. And the next Riptor is just going to be I don't know, one of the eggs or something. But he never got his eye ripped out. So that's why he doesn't have an eye patch. Cinder, it looks like they're just rebooting his story, so I guess they're acting like he wasn't in the first game. I think that's what they're doing because in the first game he goes back into the volcano, and in this game, you know, it's a tease that he says that's the best you got, Ultratech, at the end of the combo trailer. And basically, yeah, you see that I think that's when Cinder was made, from Ultratech, and they're doing the whole story with Ultratech. So I think that Riptor never met Combo, and I think that Cinder was never created yet. He was a criminal. And yeah, how they're doing all the reboots, it's cool. That's why they're not calling it Killer Instinct 2 or Killer Instinct 3. It's because some of the stories are just mixed around. So I'm trying to think of who I forgot. Oh, Glacius is another thing. Glacius is he's the exact same storyline from the first one. So there's no mention of him even being on Earth or anything. So I'm thinking that they just said, oh, there's, for certain characters in the cast, they were in the tournament for the first game, and they're kind of, it's kind of a reboot in the sense of, you know, all some of the characters are rebooted. So if I can explain this the easiest way, because I got less than a minute, I'm trying to think of the simplest way to say this. This game is technically Killer Instinct 1, but because there was 2 games in the past, you kind of have an idea of what has happened to these characters beforehand. But it gets a little weird, and there's a couple of the stories that are just forgotten. So yeah, I hope that sums it up better, I guess. Yeah, so some of the characters are very much, you know, you're like, oh, so there was a tournament, and some of them were in it, some of them weren't. And you just kind of have to ignore some details from the first 2 games, I guess. So yeah, consider this like as if you've never played Killer Instinct before, and you find out all this stuff. Oh, who is this Jago guy? Oh, he's possessed by a spirit? Oh, he was a monk and he was like disgraced or something? Okay, cool. Orchid, oh, she used to be a special agent and all this stuff happened. So yeah, you kind of gotta get it with a grain of salt, you know? And some of the characters, like, they're just, you know, they have to reintroduce them and everything just because the storylines got really messed up. So hope that clarifies some things for some people. But anyways, I am about to be drowning here. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me, guys, what you think about this new video thing, about if you like me doing videos like this, and I will probably do it. See you later.